right, today we are going to do 3.3 system of inequalities. That's a set of two or more inequalities. And we've worked with those before, but now we're going to have a system of those, and we're going to graph those also. Remember, we had shading before. We're going to have that same situation now. Okay, so 3.3. All right. All right, so a solution to a system of inequalities is a set of all points that are solutions of both inequalities. So they are going to have overlapping regions. And when we graph them with the calculator in class, I'll show you how to do that with the calculator. But you're going to have actual overlapping of area. Everything, all the points in those overlapping areas are the answers to your inequality. Right, so what you're going to want to do is graph each inequality. You're going to shade each one according to what it says, and then you're going to find the overlapping region. All right, so again, our graphing calculators are going to show us these things, but I'm going to show you on the graph how to do it for real. All right, so the first thing you want to do, remember with any of these things, if you want to graph it, it's got to be in y equals mx plus b format. So the first thing I need to do is fix the top one. All right, so I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. So this will just be y less than negative x, negative 1. And then last one is already in y equals, so, y equals mx plus b equals 1. All right, so these are the two lines that I'm going to graph. First one is going to be a shift of a parent graph of y equals x, shifting down 1. And it is going to have a negative slope, which makes it a reflection. So down one, another one, down one, another one. Put a couple of these up here. All right, now you have to remember our rules for inequalities. If it is a less than or greater than without the equal to part, then it's a dotted line. So when you have a dotted line, not really dotted on top of my line, dotted line. And we also have to shade it. This one is saying less than, so that means it needs to shade down below. So I'm going to switch this over so I can shade it for you. So everything down here is shaded. All right. And then the next line says y is greater than or equal to 1. All right, so that's going to be a horizontal line. And it's going to start at 1. 1. Okay, and it's going to be a solid line because there's a line underneath the inequality symbol. So I'm going to have a solid line. It's horizontal because it's a y equals. There's no x in our equation. Okay, and it is going to be shaded above. So this one is going to be shaded above. Now, as you can see, right here, if I was to extend my line a little bit more to the blue line up this way, okay, and then if I red line was extended a little bit more this way, that right here is where the two lines will have overlapping regions, okay? This is show this, show this in here a little bit more so you can see. This is all underneath this line. Okay, so it's going to be this region in here, right here. This region in here. Is where all the solutions will be for these two sets of inequalities because the horizontal line was above, so that would be all these above. Okay, and then this one was below, so that would be all these in here. Any point, you can pick out any point in here and plug it into your inequality and it will work. You have an ordered pair, so you have to plug in your x and your y. So this will be your overlapping region. This will be your answer. Now we can set it up on your graphing calculator and you'll be able to see that they overlap. This may or may not work. We'll try it. Alright, so I want to do less than. I'll show you a different way on your calculator. This one doesn't have the app. Alright, so I guess we won't be able to do it this way. I've shown you in class. I don't have the app for this one. And it was this program. But anyway, the overlapping region is right here. Okay? Alright, so now we have y is less than 2 plus 3x. Now, if you have problems with this, you can switch it around so it's y is less than 3x plus 2. Okay? So that way you can see where it crosses the y-intercept. Alright, so this one is going to cross the y-intercept of 2, shift it up 2, and a stretch of 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's go the other way too. Line. This time I think I will try to make a better line. You have to have a dashed line because it is a less than. So it's going to be like this. Okay, and it says less than, so that means you need to say below. Now, the other inequality is y is greater than or equal to the absolute value of x minus 3. That tells us the parent graph was an absolute value, and also tells us that it was moved and shifted horizontally right. So we know that the parent graph starts at the origin, and this one is shifted over to the right. Right here is where it starts. Has a slope of 1, so we're going to go up. And we're going to go the other way too. Okay, because it's a line underneath the inequality, that means that it is a solid line. Okay, and this one is shaded above, so greater than is above, so this means that we need to shade above. Yes, that means it's in here. Okay, so our overlapping region is from here in the broken line, and here, and here. All this in here is our overlapping region. This is right here. Okay? That is our overlapping region. So any points in there. Now, let me point out that if there was a point right on this solid line, it would be included. But if there's a point on the dotted line, it is not included. Okay, so anything in between that is y, if it's on the dotted line, it does not count in the solution. But if it's on the solid line, you can. So in other words, the point 3, 0 would count, but this point over here, where the dotted line is, it would not. Okay? All right, so there's your system for that. All right, let's do another one where we have 3 equations. Woo. All right, so this one, again, we need to set in y equals. I'm going to move the x over. It's going to be negative y and 5 minus x. Now remember, when you have to distribute that negative through, you must flip your inequality sign and change all your signs. All right, and this one, if you want to flip this around, if you needed to, you may not. But it's just going to be x minus 5. Same thing. These are the same thing. All right, and then we have x is greater than 0, so we can go ahead and graph that. Now, x something is always a vertical line, so we're going to start at 0 for this one. And with the vertical line, it's solid because there is a or equal to part underneath your inequality, and it says greater than. What numbers are the greater part of the x-axis? Okay, these are negative and these are positive, so that would mean it would need to be shaded over in this section. Let's make this easy. Whoa, I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to do some nothing here. Where am I on? Right, let's try again. It'll be right here. Alright, so then we got this one done. Alright, this one says y is greater than or equal to 0. So that means it is going to be on the y at 0. And it says greater than or equal to, so that means it's going to be b. Okay, that's it. Alright, that's why we've got a big Minnesota on this one. Alright, and then the last one we need to go ahead and do, it's a vertical shift down, and a slope of 1 or a stretch of 1. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some dots. And then we're going to have slope of 1, so it's up 1, up 1, up 1, and draw the line. So this is going to also be a solid line because we have the line underneath it. So this will be 1, 2 here. And it says greater than, so that would mean all up above it. So let's do a different color. I'm going to do other colors. Ugly. So we're going to do above this. Oh my goodness. So that being said, we have to be in this section right here. I don't know if you can tell. Oops, not that. Going to be, so use your equation. Okay, it was above the y, and it was this direction. It was above the y, it was this direction on the x, and now it is going through here somewhere. So it's going to be all these things, and this is above, this is going to be all these things from here in this section right here. Okay? Because it's above the y, it's to the right of the x, and it's above this line that I just drew right here. Okay? This is your equation. Alright? Okay, I know it's hard to do, but we'll be able to see it easier with our graphing calculator. Alright, that's it for today, and if you have any questions, come see me, and we will work on these in class. Have a great day.